Kenny here with Gardening Simplified. It's July 11th and we're going to see how the new greenhouse is coming along. It's a great morning, kind of cool this morning. We'll get out here and kind of take and see how things are coming along. Now this, I can say in past videos, this is a 3-year project because it's been, I think about April 3 years ago when we actually purchased some greenhouse frames. We purchased some larger ones that were actually 28 by 96 foot long, which is a pretty good sized greenhouse. And it was roughly about probably 10, 11 feet tall. Now, when we put this up and we did some modifications, we actually took some of the hoops and we added them to the original ones and extended it. So we brought the height up closer to about 13 feet. And it's still 28 foot wide. But we've taken, and as with anything, you put your own spin on it. But we're going to talk about a few things here. Now, these are lighter weight hoops. Our other greenhouse has 2-inch pipes, which is heavy duty. They're spaced the same, 4-foot centers. And the other one actually has bracing at each one, but it's a Gothic style. And for those, you can look back at old videos because it's in just about all of them. But one thing I want to say, and it's not perfectly straight. The ground is not perfectly level, but it will work. What we've got on this end is our opening. Now we're going to bring this down to about 8.5 foot so we could still get our tractor in here if we need to. I was going to do a roll-up door, but I think I'm just going to do a channel and wiggle wire door. So when I get ready to close this up in the cooler months, I'll just fasten it down tight and won't have the air leaks, because we're going to try to heat this enough to keep it from freezing. We're going to put our citrus in here. Now we've got temporary bracing on our poles here. This bracing will be moved because we're going to put a walk-through. We've got a storm door. We'll put a walk-through door right here so we can get in and out in the winter time when the thing's not open. As you can see on the side, we came up 4 foot, so we will get some airflow rolling up these sides. Now, one thing I want to specify: whenever you put up a greenhouse, make sure that there's something to hold it down. Now, our bigger one, we've actually got anchors like they use on mobile homes, and we've got them in 3 positions on each side. So when we get strong winds, it's not going to pull the frame up. It might, if it's strong enough, it might tear up the plastic on it as it gets older, but it won't pull up the frame because you don't want your frame all pulled up and crumpled up. Now these hoops, there are some, you can see there's a little bit of bowing and stuff. There was a little damage on this, and we tried to pick most of the better hoops to put together to do this. We actually did this a little bit different than originally. It didn't have the board down. It had a board, but it had its stabilizing brace down closer to where the board was. Now you can see these braces here, these hoops. This was the same setup they had original. These center pipes, they had these, but these 4 pipes were extended to even out for the 96-foot greenhouse. We used all 4. We actually had to take and extend them. We keep a lot of supplies around, but we just extended the the pipes so we could get our height like we wanted it. They're all cemented in, and the side is all cemented in. That, like I say, it's important that you keep it where it's going to stay in place. And this should last a long time. On the original one, we actually had to cut off some of these on the larger, on this bigger greenhouse, because they were all cemented in. The smaller ones were just put there. I guess they didn't worry about much wind. But this will actually have, in the ends, when we'll drop this board down and we'll probably raise this board up, we've got exhaust fans that we had purchased a couple years ago, and a thermostat to regulate them. We'll do all that wiring in here, but it'll go up here. We'll have this 2x6 come down, and it'll actually run between the poles. It won't be on the outside. So that'll give a smoother edge. And what we'll do is we've got to put our fabric on our end first. Now what we're going to have is we'll have two separate channels, and I'll show those in a newer video, but we'll have one channel to fasten our plastic to the side, and then we'll have another channel here available for when we decide to close our door up. So all this is actually, it's evolved over time, because there are certain things you'll see that I think would work better another way, so we'll change it. Now, we don't have a board across here yet, but we will have a board across here on the bottom, and it'll be set up to fasten our covering over in the cooler months. Now, we did have the sprinklers out here. It did rain yesterday. Well, day before yesterday, we got about a half an inch of rain, but we hadn't had any rain. We got a little bit, and it just maybe soaked in about a half an inch. When you're putting Saccrete in the hose, you want to make sure it's good and moist. And plus, we ran the tiller in here on the tractor. We're still going to take the hand tiller, and we'll till along the edges in here so we get most of this grass out. But what we're going to do now is we're going to get some loads of compost, and we're going to put a layer of compost down before we put our fabric or weed barrier ground cover down, and then we'll plant our trees in here. We'll space them out. We're going to try to put them in fairly tight, but we got to have room to come in here between them and harvest. And these will be kept pruned for size. Now, we have supports that were here too, that heavy duty 4-inch angle iron that bolts to here and comes out on each side, and we'll take these same pipes and we run them between, and we have mid supports if we need them. But what we'll do is, we haven't had good luck with strawberries on the ground because of the funguses and stuff that affect them. So we've stopped growing them, but in the future, we'll grow them in hanging baskets and support them on there and see how they do. And we'll just set up a water system to take care of them. And we will put overhead water in here, along with probably drip up under the fabric. The only problem with drip and being under the fabric is that if you do have a problem with one of your emitters, you won't know, because it's unless one blows out, and then you'll see a lot of standing water in an area. But that's where we're at. I'll try to do updates later on, but I want to see. Now, this is kind of a big greenhouse. Like I say, it's 28 foot wide and it's 60 foot long. Our other one that's over there is 30 foot wide and only 48 feet feet long. So, but we've got all the materials, and we'll kind of go over that as we progress and finish up this project. But I hope you enjoyed this update. If you want to follow along, see how this project goes, or if you want to see more content about being self-sufficient, growing your own food, preservation, stuff like that, well, hit that subscribe, hit the bell, select all, and of course, give it a big thumbs up. That helps my channel and helps the rating on this video, and share this video. Enjoy that gardening experience.